This video will be an everlasting video that will continuously evolve and update over time via an annotation leak at the end, because as we all know, these stupid retards will never stop coming up with new ways to damage control. This way, this video will be all you need to combat their stupidity with a simple timestamp. Let's begin with the no games damage control. If you say the Wii U has no games, they instantly become autistic and think you are literally saying the Wii U has no games. I call them autistic because they behave like they are, being blind to context like so many real autistic people are. Not saying all of them, and there's different levels. Yes, I know this. Don't go raging, because you'll be taking things out of context and proving my point either way. Anyway, they think you are literally saying the Wii U has no games, which is retarded in itself. Everyone with a goddamn brain knows that the phrase no games is being used in the context of the Wii U having so little games worth playing that it practically has nothing. And this is proven by the first video in this series, The Games, where I show all the current and known upcoming exclusives for the Wii U. And for more proof, you always see these dumbasses only listing a small percent of the games worth playing, further solidifying the fact that there's so little games worth playing. So thanks for proving that point, dumbasses. Damage control better. They are already damage controlling on this video series. That is why I moved this damage control video up to part 3 rather than part 4. Let's take a look at this stupid damage control that's already out here. This fucking idiot is trying to damage control Nintendo's casualization by claiming FPS are casualized because of aim assist in most games due to controllers being inferior to a mouse and keyboard, correcting a design flaw, and purposely programming in handicaps like the white Tanuki suit because you fucking suck at games are not the same. These morons are so stupid because they're casuals and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This moron's even ignorant to dead zones, and he thinks aim assist is the same as like a aimbot or auto aim. What a fucking idiot. Look at this retard using backwards compatibility to defend the Wii U's lack of games. When you must use this to damage control, you're pretty much saying that the Wii U has no games, so you must play games that you already played last fucking generation. Way to prove my point and destroy yourself in the process. Idiot. Another thing they like to use are review scores, but only when it benefits them. 1 second reviewers are biased, then when they say something good about the Wii U, reviewers are used again by the Nintendrones. It's fucking disgusting. Just look at this, back to back.
Now, whenever Nintendo fans point out the fact that the game industry is biased, a lot of non-Nintendo fans like to laugh at us. They like to say, "Oh, you're crazy. There's no bias. There's no bias against Nintendo. There's no bias anywhere. These people are just being honest. They're giving their honest opinions." So Polygon, you guys heard of Polygon, right? They did a review of Batman when it came out. But on the 30th of last month, they re-edited the review. Why? Because they tried playing the single player again of the 360 versions, of the PlayStation 3 versions, of the PC versions, and the glitches and bugs were so bad that the game was unfreaking playable. But no such issues with the Wii U, which is why they have now placed the PC, PlayStation 3, and 360 versions at the low score of 4 out of 10, and the Wii U sitting pretty at 7 out of 10.
Oh, reviewers are biased. Oh, they said something good about Sonic Flop Worlds. Oh, now they're good. Unbelievable. I also love how they damage control the Wii useless power. They claim it is the developer's fault for not trying, yet Nintendo themselves can't get most of their games to render in 1080p on their own damn console. Mario 3D World is 720p, Donkey Kong is 720p, Pikmin is 720p, Mario Kart 8 720p, the list goes on. These retards damage control this by saying they don't need 1080p, or they say something stupid like they play games, they don't play resolutions, which is funny because they barely have any games to play. But soon as Nintendo finally pops out a game that is 1080p, or they think it's 1080p because nowhere did they actually say it is rendered in 1080p, but they state that it looks like this. Key phrase, looks like.
Comparing the Wii U version with the one on Nintendo 3DS shows you just how beautiful the new visuals are. Of course, that's as it should be. If the handheld version featured resolution like this, then the Wii U version looks like this! These are the highest quality visuals we've ever had.
So until Nintendo actually comes out and says Smash Bros is rendered in 1080p, it will remain unknown. I can take an image, a 720p image, upscale it to 1080p and say it looks like 1080 by 920 without actually saying it is rendered in 1080. Point is, they're flip-flopping. All of a sudden resolutions matter, and they damage control the Wii U's weak hardware using this bullshit. Defendos love to use Shin-In Multimedia's ammo to damage control the Wii U's apparent weak hardware. Who is Shin-In, you ask? Come on, everyone knows who Shin-In Multimedia is. They brought us such classics like Miss Spider, and Strawberry Shortcake. Surely this developer is amazing because they said the Wii U had 32 megabytes of embedded DRAM. So this obviously means other devs just don't know how to get their games to render in 1080p because they're not trying, right? Right?
Oh my god, Lucy, you're just a hater. You didn't show their greatest game on the Wii U to make them look bad on purpose. Check out Nano Assault Neo.
Okay, I will. What's this? Nano Assault Neo X for PS4? Wait, what's it saying here? Shall boast some improved visuals and improvements including running at 1080p. Whoa. What does this mean? Improvements? Including 1080p? Does this mean that Shin-In couldn't even get Nano Assault on the Wii useless to render in 1080p? Why yes, that's exactly what it means.
Oh my god, Lucy, you big beanie. This is not an official source because it's on Wikipedia.
Here is the source. The link is also in the description. So Shin and Multimedia is pretty much confirming that the Wii U is weak, because as you can see here, they're saying it's not as capable as the PS4. It's just not possible on the Wii U. That's what they're saying. Well, I just killed that stupid embedded DRAM buzzword shit. You just heard it. The people that started this stupid embedded DRAM buzzword bullshit just came out and said the Wii U's too weak to run their little game in 1080p. Fucking exposed. Stop damage controlling the Wii U's weak hardware. Just about every dev exposed the Wii U, and stop saying these devs aren't trying, because you motherfuckers never made a game in your life, and if you have, please show me what you released on the weak U. There is no conspiracy, the hardware is just ass, and many developers agree. These Nintendo dumbasses damage control their lack of DLC for the games they do have by saying Nintendo games are perfect and complete. Oh yeah, and speaking of Nintendo games being perfect and glitch free,
Super Mario 3D World. Now I know what you're thinking, didn't this game just come out like 2 months ago? How are there already tons of glitches for it? Well, the answer is yes, it just came out 2 months ago, and I don't know, there's just a lot of glitches, okay? Let's get started!
yeah. Yet these motherfuckers are buying into these stupid ass amiibos, which are nothing but DLC in Happy Meal toy form. I'll get back to these amiibos in a later video in the series, because there's something ominous about these things that needs to be brought to light. As for claiming Nintendo games are perfect and there's no day one patches, you're full of shit. Do these fools damage control? Ah yes, they even damage control the System Lock DRM that I keep destroying them with. System Lock DRM is DRM that binds your digital purchases to the console itself rather than a unified account. So if your console gets destroyed or stolen, who the fuck would steal a Wii U is beyond me, you have to rebuy all your DLC, your digital games, and any apps you get off the eShop.
Still no word on when they'll separate digital purchases from the hardware, so you don't have to buy them all over again if you lose or destroy the handheld completely.
These fucking retards tried to damage control this by saying, you can transfer. How the fuck do you transfer if your goddamn system is broken or stolen? And even then, all that happens in the transfer is you remove the content from one console and then it locks it to another one. And thus, the System Lock DRM is still there and nothing was solved. And if you use transfer to damage control the system lock DRM, you are mentally retarded. These same fucking idiots also try pointing fingers and making up bullshit. They claim that the PS3 and 360 have system lock DRM because you can transfer as a method to move your data from one PS3 or 360 to another. That is stupid as fuck, and these people need to have their fingers euthanized so they can never leave comments again. The transfer on the 360 and PS3 is only an alternate method because it, depending on your internet speed, is much faster to just transfer rather than re-downloading everything attached to your, PSN or Xbox Live account. So you lose nothing. Everything is still attached to your account, even if you don't transfer using those consoles. And thus, that's not system lock DRM. It's attached to your account and not your console. So your consoles can blow up. I know a lot of 360s did, but you still have that digital content. And I don't want to hear your dumb shit saying you won't. And don't even try to fucking say you can do this with your Nintendo Network ID, because they fucking tell you when you first create it that it is bound to one system as well. That's right, your Nintendo Network ID, your so-called online profile, is attached and bound and system locked to one console as well. That's why you can't go over a friend's house and sign into your Nintendo Network ID. You're fucking retarded. The system lock DRM is terrible. You idiots just can't wake up from this delusional dream. Now I know you stupid fuckboys are thinking, well, I can put my games on an external hard drive. If you put a hard drive from one Wii U on another without doing a system transfer, it will ask you to format the drive. That means it's gonna wipe all the data off, you imbeciles that don't know anything. That's right, you can't even take a hard drive and bag up your games, because as soon as you plug it into a different Wii U that isn't a system transfer or anything, it's going to ask you to wipe that hard drive. If this wasn't the case, then anyone would just go online and download all the Wii U games and put them on a hard drive without buying them, and just copy and paste them all over the world, free games. That is not going to happen. You got system lock DRM. Nintendo doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. You're all idiots for damage controlling this. And another thing these dipshits will try to say, they'll try to use this to damage control the system lock DRM. They say they only buy retail. Well, guess what? When they do this, just hit them with the fact that the grand majority of Wii useless games, most of them are eShop only. If they claim this, claim that they only buy retail copies, call them a casual, because they just admitted to barely playing games. I mean, if you're on the Wii U, you're barely going to be playing games, but you're really a casual if you don't buy the games digitally, because that's where the most of your games are. You're fucking retarded. So you gotta bend over, take that system lock DRM, because you idiots will never rise up to actually get it removed. You're so busy damage controlling, thinking Nintendo's perfect. Good God, Nintendo's worse than North Korea. Unbelievable. I've even seen these weetards defend region lock. You had to be a complete fuckboy to defend it. Region lock hurts the developer because they sell less units due to region lock, and it hurts the gamers because you don't get to play the games. And if you really want to play the games, you have to buy another Wii U, pay for the expensive ass import fee, and then you have to do that for each game, pay a shit ton for the import fee, pray that it gets to you in one piece because it's shipping over an entire damn ocean, and then you won't be able to understand the game. So yeah, defending and damage controlling region lock is dumb, and you're an asshole for doing it. This video will be an everlasting and constantly evolving video. So here's the annotation that will take you to an unlisted video that will act as like an index for any new damage control that arises its ugly head. The links will be in the description of the index video, and if anyone debunks some damage control that isn't already debunked, you can leave a link in the comments and I'll add it to the description of that index video.